Hey, second graders, welcome back to Division. This is Division Lesson 2, Part 1. You're going to need for this lesson your paper that says Lesson 2, Division as Sharing. You also are going to need your little red squares that we cut out and used in the multiplication lessons. Now, if you don't have those squares anymore, you need to collect at least 21 things, like 21 pennies, 21 beans, 21, something you can use as counters, and they need to be small. So hopefully you still have your red squares. All right, so let's look at the top. Now, I'm not going to use a paper. I'm going to do it on the board so you can see. But I still have how many in all, how many groups, the number sentence, and we're going to look at this. All right, yesterday, or in Lesson 1, we talked about division being repeated subtraction, subtracting the same number over and over. Today we're going to talk about division being sharing equally. So you start with a larger number and you share, but every time you share the same number over and over. And before we go on to anything else, let's talk about the division sign. Okay, we know this is the addition sign, subtraction, multiplication. Now our division sign, you do a subtraction sign and you do a dot above and a dot below. Now you have to be careful with the division sign, because if you do it, you get in a hurry, or you do like this, it can end up looking like an addition sign. So be sure you take your time and put a little space in there when you do your dots. Okay, let's start with the top of your page. And we're going to have a story. Okay, there are 15 water bottles that have to be shared equally with 5 people. So the way we're going to do this is we have 15 in all, and we have 5 people. All right, so go ahead and fill this in. Now to do that, to represent the people, we're going to do circles. So here's 1 person, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. All right, we have 15 water bottles to share. So we're going to start and we're going to share them equally. So that means we go all the way through and we put 1 in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we start over again. We keep sharing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we keep going. We start over again. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we have run out of water bottles. So we've used our 15 water bottles. Then we can look. How many did each person get? Okay, each person got 3 water bottles. We shared equally. You can start out by giving 2, 2, 2, 2, or 1, 1, 1. But if you will do it this way and go back and forth and share them one at a time equally, that works. Now, to do our division number sentence, we're going to start with how many were there in all, the whole, divided by. Now you will notice on your paper right there is not a division sign. So if you want to write that in right there, you may. We're going to do 15 water bottles, that's the whole, divided by a part, 5. We're dividing into 5 groups equals how many in one group, or how many did each group get. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. How could we check that? Addition, subtraction, you check subtraction with addition. With division, you check with multiplication. Okay, you don't have to write this down, but I'm just going to show you. If we checked it with multiplication, it would be 5 times 3. So you can hold up 5 fingers and count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, is that the whole? Yes, so we got the right answer. All right, let's move down to the bottom of your page. Okay, I'm going to erase because I'm going to use this again. And this time, when you get your squares, and if you want to draw like I did, you can, but you can use your squares. Either way works. Or your beans or pennies or whatever. All right, so we're going to start with 21 apples. So you need to get 21 squares, whatever you're going to do. So we're starting with 21, so put 21. And these apples we're going to share equally in 3 baskets. So that means we're going to have 3 groups. So on your paper, draw 3 circles. Okay, now you're going to take your 21 squares and we're going to share them equally, or if you want to just draw marks, you can do that too, whichever one you want to do. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off. We're going to count all the way to 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And we have to stop because we have now run out. Now we can look and see how many apples go in one basket or each basket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I get 7? And did I get 7? Yes, so I shared equally. So 21 divided by 3 equals 7. 3 groups with 7 in each one. All right, move your squares off. Turn your paper over on the back. We're going to do another story. Okay, this time we're going to have 16, so get 16 of your red squares. There are 16 cookies, yum, and they're going to be shared equally with 4 people. So 16 cookies, 4 people have to share equally because it's not fair if somebody gets more than the other. So let's do our 4 people. Here are 4 people, 4 groups. And then we start passing out the cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and you have to stop because now all the cookies are gone. Okay, so we had 16 in all. We divided that into 4 groups. How many did each person get? 4, 4, 4, 4. So each person got 4 cookies. 16 divided by 4 equals 4. Okay, last one. Take off your counters, your little squares, whatever you're using, if you are. And this time you need 9. All right, so we're starting with 9 birds. And say John has 9 birds, but he bought 3 cages. So he is going to put the birds equally into 3 cages. So let's draw our 3 cages. Remember, we just do big circles to represent our equal groups because it's just easier. 1, 2, 3 birds, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, how many birds were in each cage? 3. So 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Okay, that is how you share equally, and when you share equally, that is division. And what do we call the answer when we divide? It is the quotient. All right, so this is the end of the introduction, part 1. So you will stop the video. You need to get your workbook and your fact test page, this time 2, time 5, and we'll talk about those in just a minute. So stop this. Then you're going to go to Division Lesson 2, Part 2.